Legend Total War here, and today we reached 200,000 subscribers on the channel. So I want to give a big thank you to everyone that's supported the channel recently by chucking a sub. And as promised, I will be doing a 24-hour charity challenge campaign live stream on this weekend. So we hit 200,000 well before I thought we would, and I just want to sort of like give you this 24-hour live stream as soon as possible, and I really don't need that much preparation for it. I think I'll be ready for it pretty much straight away. Also, the charity is almost reaching its goal, and I kind of wanted to contribute to it before they actually finish. So, just talking on that particular charity first, what we're donating to will be Team Trees. So during the 24-hour period, every dollar that my channel makes during that 24-hour period that I'm live stream, and that's regardless whether it's on the actual live stream itself. So that means anybody watching any of my videos and watching ads, every bit of ad revenue, YouTube Premium, Super Chat, PayPal donations, everything that's earned during that day will be donated to Team Trees. I also do want to put some of my own money on top of that, but I don't know exactly how much at this stage. We'll see how things go after the live stream. But things have been going great on the channel recently, and I feel like this is a good opportunity to give something back now that I do alright on YouTube now. You know, a few years ago it was a bit touch and go, but right now things are looking pretty good, and it's good to be appreciative of that and, you know, give back. Because I think this is a pretty good cause. We do need trees to live on this planet. I honestly can't really think of many charities more important than this. But whatever, I don't really want to focus too much on that debate. Anyway, so let's talk about the challenge campaign side of things. So what is it? So for 24-hour live streams, that means we start at a particular time, which I think I'll start a little bit earlier than I usually do. So it's going to be this Sunday, the 10th of November. I usually start at midnight my time, but I might push it forward by 2 hours and start at 10 p.m. I'll put all these details in the description so that you can check what time that is for you. But yeah, we start at that time, and then we keep going until the same time the next day. There's no 20-minute breaks, 1 hour breaks, none of that. No sleep in that time, unless I, pass out. And it'll be broken up into 8-hour VODs, so there'll be 3 of them. So the way it'll work is you do an 8-hour session, and then at the end of that 8 hours, I hit stop record, basically take a piss, come straight back, turn it back on, session number 2 begins. So there's minimal delay between each one. As for food and water, my wife will be supporting the stream, and she'll be able to supply me with that stuff. But that being said, you don't need to eat a whole lot in a single 24-hour period, so if you see me not eating a whole lot, it's not that important, okay? The most important thing is to drink water. I will be well rested. I will make sure I'll be well rested leading up to it. I have been a little bit fatigued lately, so what I'm going to be doing, I just had a day off, so I took yesterday off. I didn't expect to be hitting 200,000 today, because we get like 1,500 just today. It was absolutely insane. So I took today off, and that really helped with fatigue. But what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be live streaming tonight and tomorrow, so Thursday and Friday, but I'm going to be taking the entirety of Saturday off and basically spend the entire day preparing for the 24-hour live stream. Now, I've done 24-hour live streams before, and to be honest, in most of those cases, I didn't prepare for them at all. And I got through them, but those last few hours are painful. And I'd like it if, they're going to be painful no matter what, because sitting on your ass for 24 hours straight, that's not good for you. But I'm just going to try to get as much sleep as my body wants to sleep. I'm going to get some exercise so that my body's juices are flowing and it's actually not feeling like it needs to have a heart attack or anything like that. I'm going to eat healthy and make sure that when I begin the 24 hours, I'm in as good a state as I possibly can be, without, taking some sort of enhancer, which would probably make things worse. I'm also going to make sure I got plenty of coffee throughout the day. So don't worry about me. I know I've had a lot of people message me saying, oh, they're worried that I might have a heart attack or something like that during the 24-hour live stream. I've done them before. I think this is my 4th 24-hour live stream. Please give me a little bit more credit than that. I'm not. I might be a bit old, but I'm not that old. I can handle 24 hours. All right, it's not that bad. Okay, I'm not that weak. Anyway, so that's the 24-hour aspect out of it. And we've covered the charity aspect. Now for the challenge campaign aspect. So, we'll be playing as Arguelon on Legendary difficulty, Mortal Empires, because you can't play as them in Vortex campaign. Obviously for Warhammer 2, duh. And the challenge is, because we're donating to trees, I picked the tree dude, so Durthu, and I can only recruit trees. So it's a tree-only campaign. So the units that I classify as trees are Branch Wraiths, Dryads, Treekin, and Treemen. And we can, if you guys feel like there's another unit that deserves to be considered a tree, I'm open to consideration. But I heard some people say things like, what about Forest Dragons? They are not fucking trees, okay? They're dragons. So no Forest Dragons. Although they would be very nice to use. No, so those are the only 4 units that I would have in my army at this stage. And we're also only recruiting tree generals. So no elves allowed at all. No spell singers. I mean, we can recruit spell singers, they just can't attach to the army. No waystalkers, they're just not. We can recruit them, just not allowed to attach to the army. And basically, we just need to try and survive 24 hours. That's the goal. Now, I've never been defeated in a campaign during a live stream before. There's a possibility that it will happen in this 24-hour period. If it does happen, what I'll do is simply just start the campaign again and keep going. So let's just say I'm 8 hours into it. Oh, damn it, I lost. Start the campaign again and keep going. Oh, look, 4 hours into it, I got defeated. Whoop, start the campaign again, keep going. Nothing but Durthu for 24 hours. Now, I don't necessarily think that I'm going to suffer a defeat, but it is possible, especially if at around the 16-hour mark, I start to get really tired. That's where I'm going to start making loads of mistakes. Possibly. So we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, not going to be switching games, so I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people being like, oh, you should play Medieval 2 or play some Rome 2 or something like that. Not going to happen. It's going to be 100% Warhammer 2. If you don't like that, sorry. That's all there is to it. That's already been the plan. So yeah, it's just going to be this game, just going to be that campaign, and 24 hours, and all proceeds will go to Team Trees. Now, this was a challenge that I issued to Surreal Beliefs. You know, it was a couple of weeks ago. You know, first to 200k, and then challenge campaign if I win. So, Surreal Beliefs did do a response video to that, and I haven't really addressed that yet. I was always going to. I was just going to wait until see what happened first. So, Surreal Beliefs took it pretty well, and he instead donated to a different charity, and challenged me to do the same. Now, that was after I'd already decided to do Team Trees, but things have been going really well on the channel, and I can certainly spare a little bit of generosity. So I will match Surreal Beliefs' donation and donate $200 to the charity that he did. So that was Semper Fi, or Semper Fi, I'm not entirely sure which it is, which goes to veterans in the US, I guess, because apparently they don't get enough support, I don't know. But it did seem like it's a good charity, so I'm going to match Surreal Beliefs' donation. I'm going to do that now. Not like right now, but like off the video. And if you need proof of it, well, I'll take a screenshot of the transaction. Just let me know if you need proof, because I don't know. You can say it and then just not do it, and then it doesn't matter. My mind goes in all these different directions. But yeah, I'm gonna match his donation, and I'll be donating to Team Trees as well, because you know things have been going well, and I can afford to be a bit generous. But anyway, the next target, I'm already thinking about this stuff, because the thing is, these sub goals have been really helpful to keeping me motivated. Playing the same game over and over and over again for years on end can get very tiresome. It does really help that Warhammer 2 is very enjoyable at the moment, but obviously I don't play any of the historical Total War games anymore, and people have certainly noticed. That is because purely I'm burnt out of all of them, and I just don't enjoy them anymore. But what really does help are these milestone goals to keep me motivated, because at the end of the day, based on numbers, people do want to watch me play Warhammer 2 more so than anything else. and I'm happy to deliver it because I am genuinely and honestly enjoying the game. If I wasn't, you would know, because it'd be very difficult to fake it for that long. But I am really enjoying the game at the moment. So much so that I now consider Warhammer 2 my favorite Total War game, which I didn't think it would overtake Medieval 2, but it has. But anyway, the next challenge is to Heir of Carthage. Now, he's currently sitting at 252-ish thousand subscribers, and I'm now sitting at 200,000. So I want to issue the challenge first to 300,000 by the end of 2020. Now, of course, Heir of Carthage's participation in this is not required. If he just wants to ignore this, no worries. I do not want people to unsubscribe to Heir of Carthage. That is not fair. That's not what I want to do. Basically, I want to... It's just a way to keep me motivated, really. And if I succeed and get to 300,000 before him, despite the fact he's got a 50,000 subscriber lead on me, I will do another challenge campaign. Now, if you want that to be another charity campaign, that's entirely up to you guys. I will post ideas for you, and you can select whatever you want. These ideas will go on Twitter. If you haven't followed me on Twitter already, I highly recommend you do. I do post a reasonable amount of stuff on there. I usually post like maybe once every 2 days. And it's only ever Total War content. You'll never have me complaining about stuff that's happening in my real life, or being like, look at my breakfast that I had today. You know, it is always related to the channel and always Total War related stuff, so you'll never hear garbage coming from me on Twitter. I know a lot of people don't like Twitter, and I totally understand, but it is very useful for me to keep in contact with you. Anyway, I think I've rambled on for long enough. I'll put all the details in the description, and I hope to see you guys at the live stream on the weekend, on Sunday. I'll be using the hashtag #CheeseForTrees, so if you could retweet that a bunch of times on Twitter, that would help it to get around, because the more people that know about it, maybe they'll come on, donate, so that I can donate to, pass those donations onto Team Trees. Because, I've got a certain goal in my head that I want to donate. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because it's very high, and if I tell you what it is, I feel like we won't reach it. So I'm going to keep it secret in my head about how much I want to donate, and we'll just see if we get there. Because, like I said, I've never done a charity live stream before. I don't know what to expect. It's not going to be the end of the world if we don't reach this hidden goal. But I think if we can reach it, that would be very good for the Total War community to have been able to contribute that much to what I think is a good cause. Anyway, I think that's enough. And I'll see you on the weekend. See you next time, fuckers.